Hello guys, this is FX Bright, the trade guru. I'm right here again. I want to show you guys how to do the top-down analysis on this is volatility 25. Guys, listen, no matter what it is you're trading, forex, synthetic indices, whatever it is, guys, once you open the market, what exactly is the market doing? How do you start analyzing to be able to come up with a point where you will have a bias for the market and how to place your trades? If you can master the top-down analysis, you will be an expert and a guru in anything you're trading. So guys, like and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. And also my phone number is on the description of this channel. If you want to have a one-on-one mentorship, I will teach you how to make profit in any market at all. Now listen guys, follow me closely. The first thing you want to do when you open a chart is you want to go to the highest time frame. For instance, this is the weekly time frame of the volatility 25. So once you see the time frame, what you want to do now, listen, this is the concept I want you to grasp. I'm trying to tell you that price is always trying to move in a channel. Now if you look at this particular market, what you will see is that this is the weekly time frame, guys. So I told you want to start analyzing from the highest time frame, and I like to use the weekly time frame as my highest time frame. Even though you have the monthly, I like to use the weekly as the highest. All right, so you can see what the price was able to do around all these points. But I want you to, the first thing you want to do is that you want to box price in a channel. So what I mean is this: I'm going to look at the way the market has been going. I'm going to go to the highest point in the market, which is somewhere around this top. I'm going to draw a line touching the highest points and stretch it all the way down. Now guys, I just want to show you guys how to analyze this market. Before we come to a point where I will make conclusions, I want you guys to see something very important. Now when I draw this first line, the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to replicate this first line and I'll make it parallel, right? I'm going to draw a second line and I'll just put it close to the first one to ensure it's parallel enough. Then I'm going to transfer it down. Once I transfer it down, you would see something quickly. I've been able to box this whole movement weekly time frame. This happened in about I don't know what year is this. This is 2017. So I've been able to box from 2017 all the way to 2025 price in a channel, right? So you can see what price was able to do in this channel. So because of this, I've been able to get an understanding of where price is in the grand scheme of things. Now I always tell my people that once you have that price, once you put price in a channel, then you draw a second line or a third line rather and find the median, right? Just place it in the middle and you'll be able to understand what price was doing. So you can see how this middle line was able to act as support and resistance to price onto where price is. Now listen, we are not there yet, but I just want you guys to have a relief because you've been able to understand, okay, at this point, price has broken from a weekly channel. So now let's keep analyzing. Now the next thing we want to do is that look at where price is. Price has been able to break out from this channel. So the next thing we're going to do is that we are also going to find the channel in which price is used to break out from this channel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another a trend line just touching this point. Also, then I'm going to replicate that line as usual, ensure that it's parallel with this first one. Then I'm going to slide it on the top. Now the moment I slide it to the top, right, there are different places you can put this line, right? The moment you slide it to the top, there are different places you can put this line. You can put it here like I put it, or you can drag it to the next place where it will touch. Now the way you would know that this line is very accurate is that the moment you're able to get maybe the bottom side of the potential channel, the moment you transfer it to the top, you're going to find a place where it will fit in perfectly. For instance, you can see where I put this one, it was here, it touched here, and you know it fit in perfectly. So there is a potential for this market to keep bouncing until we get to this top, right? So what now, remember guys, you are not necessarily okay, no, don't worry, let me just continue what I'm doing. So now we've been able to get that one. So like I told you, you're going to have a median line. So I'm going to draw that median line, then I'm going to take it all the way to the middle. Now what I've been able to understand, now guys, don't be confused. I want you to follow this very carefully. Remember the concept, price is always trying to move in a channel. Now the moment we've been able to get this median line, you can see what price was able to do. So now we've been able to get an understanding, a very quick understanding of where price is in the grand scheme of things. So you can see where price is right now. Price just broke away from the median and is bouncing on the median, and there's a potential for price to keep going up. So we can see that this volatility index 25 is potentially still on an uptrend, right? So our bias for this market potentially is going to be to buy, but we are not done analyzing. This is the weekly time frame, so we're going to go to the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, we also want to understand the movements of the market. So what we're going to do is that we're going to draw another line, right? And as usual, we are going to replicate that line, right? And we're going to transfer it to the top. Like I told you, it will fit in perfectly at a point. So what we've been able to understand from this daily time frame right now is that the daily time frame, also moving in a channel, has been able to hit the top of its channel. That's why it came down to this point, right? But we can also see that because it has come down to this point, there is another line traveling here that can bounce it off. So we can now see that this daily time frame is also potentially going to buy and keep going up. It might even range for a while until we get to a point of confluence where it can fully start buying up. So for now, we can see that the daily time frame is buying because it has hit this particular point. Remember, our bias right now is still a buy. So because of it's still a buy, we will still keep going down. So let's go down to the 4 hours time frame. Now you can see what the market was doing in the 4 hours time frame. Even in the 4 hours time frame, price is also trying to come down. Sorry about that. Price also try to come down in a channel. So you can see what price is doing, coming down in its own channel. So I'm going to draw this. I'm going to draw this. I'm going to take it also to the bottom, right? And you're going to see how it will just fit in perfectly on the. And you're going to see how it will fit in perfectly on the bottom. Now remember, our bias is to buy. So what are we going to wait for in this type of market? Because our bias is to buy, this is the 4 hours time frame. All we will need from this market is to be able to break away from its channel. If price can be able to buy up and break away from this channel, make a retest on this channel, then we'll be finding our buy entries. Now remember, the reason I know we're going to buy is because we started analyzing this market from weekly, and we can see how price was able to break away from this weekly channel. And because it broke away from the weekly channel, we understood the channel which used to break away, which is this particular one here. We can find the channel. We can see that the price was about to go up. So when we drew the daily channel, you can see the channel in which this price was using to go up. Now it's coming down. There's a potential for it to come down. So this 4 hours time frame could come down until it finds a very good confluence somewhere around here. So, but what we'll be waiting for is for price to break away from this 4 hours channel. We'll be waiting for price to break away from this 4 hours channel. So what we'll see price doing is price can range in this channel for a while and eventually maybe get to this bottom side, then break away. Once price breaks away, remember our bias is to buy. When price breaks away, we can now find very good buy entry. So even if we are going to sell, these even if we're going to sell in this 4 hours time frame, we're going to sell according to this channel. So because we know that the market will soon buy. So what we'll be doing is anytime, even if you're going to be a seller of this market, you cannot sell the market up to this point. You have to exit somewhere around this point, because somewhere around this point, this particular median line traveling here is going to interact with price and cause it to break through this channel. And once it breaks through this channel, that uptrend is going to continue. So, and the price, the potential of the market is to keep buying until it gets to this particular top place. So there will be a point where this market will keep going up and making some reversals until it gets to this point. I don't know, I'm trying to show you guys how to analyze the market, do a top-down analysis and be able to get very, 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 very good trades. Listen, if you are able to understand the weekly time frame direction, the daily time frame direction, and you're able to trade your 4 hours, 1 hour, or whatever in line with those movements of the highest time frames, you will almost never be wrong. Like, guys, you will make a lot of money. So guys, I hope this video was very helpful to you. If you want to understand more about how I take my particular trades and make a lot of money in this market, do message me and I will be there to reply to you on my WhatsApp. All right guys, so I'll see you guys in my next video.